Hello and welcome to Furryearsworld, where we're back in Project Ozone 2 land. I still love my water wheel. I do still love my water wheel doing its water wheel thing over here. But we've made so many more exciting objects. One thing I had discovered, the path to Bedrock, the unclear and hazy path to Bedrock, which we've been following back here. One of these blocks here costs 43 million EMC, and if you cook it off, you get a bedrock thingy, block of bedrockium or something. You get one of these, a block of bedrockium, and that's worth 925 EMC, not 43 million. That's such a loss. But these being as cheap as they are, we can just go, alright mate, have that. And that's made 4 of them. We need a few, so we'll just go. There we go. And we need a few more, so we'll just go. That's probably quite a lot. So we'll take a few of these. They weigh a bit, so it slows us down. I can live with that. There we go. That's a nice supply of blocks of bedrock there. It's a healthy supply of blocks of bedrock. We'll just set that back to solar panels because they seem to be good at what they do, and we'll probably just keep a sample of one of these in the samples chest. Always remember the samples chest. Alright, so they can go in there, and that's kind of circumvented that entire machine over there. Absolutely circumvented that entire machine over there. We need a bedrockium drum, which is one of these fellas. So that's weighted pressure plate, which is gold. We can do all of that, I think. Yeah, we can. So we want that, which is boop, easily done. Then we want 2 of those, which is boop, easily done. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Thank you. It's probably 3 of those, but I can never work out whether this is doing what it's supposed to do or not. And there's a bedrockium drum. We'll put that in our inventory, and that will tick a quest there. That's good. So we want the precision sledgehammer as well. We're just firing off quests here. That's what we're doing. Precision. You'd have loved the hand gesture that went with that, but you know you didn't get to see it. So that's plastic sheets, and do we got plastic sheets down here? We may have plastic sheets down here. We may or may not have plastic sheets down here. Paper. We got paper. We got plastic sheets. We're in. That's good. That's good. I mean, the precision sledgehammer, it's kind of a sledgehammer that's made out of plastic. It's oof, you know, I wouldn't trust it. There we go, precision sledgehammer. That's a quest item. Is it going to detect it for us? Yes, there we go. Precision sledgehammer. We will have a loot box, claim that, done. Nice, that's unlocked a few things here. We've already got the grinders because we made them early game for our mob farm. So that's gone well. We've got to do all of these machines, which is, you know, that's fine. The slaughterhouse, the harvest, plant everything, lava just slithering in. I'm thinking, in terms of the farms, now that we've got the EMC machine, we're still going to go full on crazy times with it, but we don't really need to go full on crazy times with it. I'd like to get into that one as well. Where was the thing that we just made? That. What does this give us? This gives us a loot chest. Claim that. Done. So after this is to the core, portal to the deep dark. So that should be quite good. A lantern of paranoia. I have no idea what a lantern of paranoia does. I've never ever made one. So that's an empty bedrockium drum. Fair enough. That is cooking for blockheads. We might keep that this time. We've been throwing those away as useless items, but we might keep it for now. Can we put that there? And yeah, we threw one on the floor. Figured. Garbage armor. It is trousers of pointlessness. Everyone loves trousers of pointless. And a unique item that is utterly no use. Tier 3. Yeah, we're not going to be opening any of those. We don't even want to be tempted to open any of those. So we're keeping the cooking for blockheads. We'll put that in our library of books, which is somewhere around here. Because I think this explains a lot of things about this kitchen. But I could be wrong about that. But it's just a lot of recipes. But NEI does that anyway, so we'll just pop that book up there for now. We know we've got it now. We've thrown it away so many times, but we know we've got it now. So we might maybe be able to make some bedrock. Let's see if we've got some draconic dust. Yeah, there we go. I think we need 4 of these cooking off to make draconium ingots. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll do. There is a machine I can knock up that will allow me to make more draconic dust. But at this point, not necessarily pushing hard on that one. So this is what we need to make. Okay, that's good. We can make that over here in this machine by going boop, boop, boop. Get that, and then we can go boop, 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 like that, and go boop like that. There we go, bedrock. We now have bedrock. We also have a lot of these that we don't need. Let's move these into our inventory. Actually, let's look at the portal. No, let's not look at the portal to the deep dark. That's a silly suggestion. We'll leave 48 in there just in case. And we will say, I want bedrock, please. There we go. That's what I want. And I want you to use that, 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 and that to make it 42 blocks of bedrock. Nice. I will set that back to solar panels. Job's good. And I will put a lump of bedrock in the machine, in the samples chest next to the machine, so that we can do more. So this whole concept of building cobblestone and compressing cobblestone, and it's just pointless, utterly. I've put that in the wrong place, haven't I? I've only gone and put that in the wrong place. That's annoying. We might have to sink this whole thing into the ground. That might be a thing we have to do, because there's supposed to be a capacitor underneath the bedrock, so placing the bedrock there was a mistake. There we go. A nice bed of bedrock. Nice. I like it. I like it a lot. F7 on that one, just to make sure there's no sneaky beakies getting in. Right, we need that obsidian moving. The obsidian is in the wrong place now. What we're going to do is we're going to vein mine the obsidian out, because that's how we roll. So we kind of need to hollow down underneath this. So we'll do that here, I think. I just don't really... I'm going to take the bedrock off my hotbar, because if I place bedrock, I'm just boned. Utterly, utterly boned. So we'll have capacitors under all of this. A bank of capacitors. And we'll seal the whole thing in obsidian, I think. That's how I'm thinking. Have we got a shovel? We must have a shovel. I'm sure we've got a shovel. We've got the mattock, haven't we? Here's me digging like a muppet, and I could just be flint mattocking this place to the Bilbo Baggins nuts or something. I don't know. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. We're making a bit of a mess, but omelettes and eggs, people. Omelettes and eggs. You can't make omelettes without breaking eggs or something. Something deeply profound and wise that you'd expect from Furryearsworld. Something, you know, simple and effective and just gets the point across. Not wittering like an idiot at all. So we can now basically seal this box up. It's a little bit dark in there. That is going to be a mob haven down there. And we need to shunt power down there, which is not going to be a problem. We can do that with a solar panel. We will light up down here. There we go. And I saw more. I'm sure I saw more X's then. I didn't, apparently, but I thought I did. There's one there. So this whole ugly-looking obsidian thing is going to be our farm for making capacitors, seed goo, or whatever it is we need to make out of it. I just, you know, I did know. Apparently now I don't. So we need a job load of capacitors to go on the underside of this. Capacitors. Capacitor. I think it's this basic capacitor bank that we need. I think we need a job load of them, and they have an EMC rating, so we'll make one and then we'll just make a load more. That sounds like the best plan. And we will get rid of that additional, that's the samples chest. We don't need to do anything in the samples chest. That could go in there, and so can the obsidian for now. Right, we have got more draconic. We must have had draconium in there because I just don't know why we seem to have got more draconium now. Basic capacitors are made by doing that, so we'll make 4 of them. Like so. Good, 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 good. The system can cope. And glowstone. It's just redstone, I think. I think it's just a block of redstone. Shouldn't be a problem. And then surround that with iron, so bop. Basic capacitor bank, job's a good one. Nicely done. And we will throw that in there to make more of them. We've made 19. That's probably not enough, to be fair. Another solar panel. That makes us plenty of them. That's a lot of basic capacitor banks there. So let's turn that back to solar panels. Bop. EMC's holding up surprisingly well in this system. Okay, we'll chuck that in the samples chest, and we're going to put some basic capacitors underneath. I'm assuming it's just basic capacitors we need. It's a big rash assumption that I'm making, but that's what I'm here for, really. So this is capable of storing quite a lot of power. Oops. We just need to tap something onto the edge of it, and it will do the job that it needs to do. So I'm thinking solar panel. So we could even just do that, and that, and then put the solar panel there. Let's go and grab a solar panel and see if we can do that. See if that's a thing we can actually do. I mean, it's nighttime, so it's going to be a tricksy piece to actually pull off. You can have that lot back, and that lot back, and that lot back. We don't really want them. I want one of those, which is, I believe, a tier 11 solar panel. It's not going to generate power at night. Why would it? But if I just throw that on there, when the sun comes up, that may just dump all its RF into that capacitor bank, and then there's capacitor bank underneath this bedrock, and Bob's your uncle. Fanny's your aunt. Let's finish this room off. Kinda don't think we're gonna get to daytime before the sun comes up. Obsidian. Shabow. Let's get a bit more obsidian. This is coming out of our obsidian generation system over here. This thing, which is now, you know, ramped up again. It doesn't need to be fast. It doesn't need to be quick. It does the job that it has to do. It can background tick. Most of our systems are good for just background ticks. That's kind of why I like the way this system works. So we need to be able to... This needs to be fully lit in here, but in complete darkness. So I'm thinking glowstone in the ceiling is what I'm thinking. Oh, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Estate agents. Business needed doing. Is the sun coming up? Has that delayed? The sun is coming up. That little bit of delay there. has just allowed the sun to sneak into this episode. It's dragging its tail in right at the end of the piece. I don't know how big to make this room. I think we'll go another 2. And then we'll just slap a obsidian roof on it with glowstone underneath. Obviously we can't seal it just yet because that would be difficult to pull off. I don't know if we need water for these plants. I'm hoping we don't, because I don't quite know how we're going to pull that trick off if we do. We might have to do something fancy in the corners of the room with a kind of bucket of water trapped in the wall sort of thing. Just buttress the corners and then trap a bucket of water in the corner. Well, there you go. The solar panel, when the sun has got that far, has fully charged that entire capacitor bank. 28 million RF just bosh straight in there. So that's that job done. That is, in all honesty, that job is done. That's ridiculous. That is insane, the way that has just charged. Just completely bang done. There was a gauge on the side of the thing somewhere around here, I think. Might need to take out a piece of obsidian to look at it, but there was a gauge on the side of the thing. We'll have a quick look in here. Well, maybe not. I'm sure it was this one that had the gauge on it, but it might be on a different side. We'll not worry about it. We'll not worry about it. So this is our crazy construction for farming. It is actually crazy. Whether we can actually work with this, I don't know. What we do need to do, though, is make some more torches, because otherwise we're going to have creatures everywhere. And that's not good. That's not good at all. Let's just say to this thing, I want torches. Thank you. That's a lot of torches. And then I want back to solar panels, please. And you can go in there. You can go in there, you can go in there. We'll sort that out later. We just needed some torches to start with. Job's a good one. Let's just light up this top edge. We haven't got the glowstone up here yet, but we will do. So, from Furryearsworld, where we've kind of made some progress there, we have got a capacitor underneath Bedrock, which is kind of the medium on which those seeds need to grow. I will simply say ta-ta for now.